There you go. You can just about see there's a guy on a horse. This is my version of the Green Knight from Gawain and the Green Knight. It's like from a medieval poem. I just like the whole premise of this ominous Green Knight that comes into King Arthur's court and challenges them to a fun game, and ends up having his head cut off and then strolling out of the door. So my intention is to use brush and ink to make a nice crisp drawing that I can then colour with watercolours, probably. Show this drawing again. That is the Green Knight from Gawain and the Green Knight.
I'm not particularly fussy about my brushes, as long as they keep their point throughout the inking. But in this case, I'm using a 00 grade with acrylic black ink. The idea of inking a drawing is to use the underline as much as is useful, and to use the brush and ink in an expressive way that helps sell the idea of the character. Once the basic lines have been established, I can start to introduce heavier shadows. Having finished the inking and assessing the outcome, I feel that the character of the Green Knight has not come through in the way I was imagining. While I was after a wild look in his eyes, mixed with a touch of humour and an overwhelming sense of danger, I feel that this version is a little too subdued. So I have decided to rework the Green Knight digitally whilst keeping the horse the way it was. So you're probably wondering what's happened in the edit, where you'll notice we are effectively looking at a mirrored version of the same inked drawing. Well, in short, I scanned the ink drawing and then redrew the Green Knight whilst keeping the inked horse, which I was pretty happy with. I've also flipped the image to keep it fresh in my mind. I have painted a masking fluid over the knight and the horse. I then proceed to add watercolour in very diluted layers. These will be protected on the first layer of watercolours. Once this layer is dry, I can peel off the masking fluid. Now I can concentrate on the knight and the horse. Green, of course, is the dominant colour in this picture, but I need to contrast it with something else, so I add purples and reds. Having added so many hues over my inked drawing, the blacks seem to have receded a little, so I go back over them with a fresh ink brush to get more contrast. It's also an opportunity to add small details of movement. Here I'm using Daler Rowney Pro White paint, which is perfect for bringing out the highlights over the artwork. One more layer of darker colour should help the knight pop out of the page more. And some final touches in black and white. Thank you so much for watching. I'd really love to hear your comments, and please feel free to subscribe.